everybody, it's Doug here, Doug Mystic Guy on Board Game Geek, bringing you episode number 6 of our playthrough of Sentinels of the Multiverse using the Wrath of the Cosmos expansion and the Sentinels Sidekick app. So I have a new tool, but I'm kind of afraid to try it because I just don't know how well it will work. But I have this thing where I can basically, using AirPlay, stream anything to my computer from games, whatever I'm doing on my iPad. I was tempted to stream and record it to my PC so I could upload a bigger screen of this for you, but I think in the big full screen versions of this I've watched, you can see it clearly enough. I might give it a try in another playthrough though, because it sounds cool. So hey, now though, I got to get to something pretty important. So let's go take a look at one of the characters. So let's talk about Skyscraper. So when we took all that damage from, I had a really convoluted turn. I lost track of the damage. Well, I asked people to figure it out for me, and they did. So what should have happened, not last turn, but the turn before, is Skyscraper should have been incapacitated. So I'm not going to go back all the way and fix all that stuff, but I figured what we could do is do it now. Now, when she was incapacitated, she would have been in her giant form. So I didn't even look to see if they're different, but the backs of these all have a different image, and it does look like they have different power. So she would have been in this form here, which means that her power now is one player may draw a card, or may play a card, destroy one environment card. Until the start of your next turn, treat this card as a 1 hit point indestructible target. So those are the powers that you can invoke with this ability, and that would unfortunately get rid of Captain Cosmic's 2 conduits. So we got to go back to the app, down to Skyscraper, and sadly we're going to knock her out. Boom. And I wonder if you can choose the different artwork. I guess not, huh? Oh well. Yeah, anyway, that's the way it goes. So she is KO'd, so I wanted to start with that. Like I said, I'm not going to backtrack or anything, it's just the way it is, and that's going to hurt us because that leaves us only with 3 characters to defeat Deadline. Now, Deadline is down to 38 hit points, but he does have 2 items up. And since we're talking about Deadline, and it's now the villain's turn, let's get started and go right to Deadline's turn. Little sidebar. You know, I've had the base cards for a long time, and I don't have any of them that have done this from shuffling. These newer cards, while they seem fine, do seem a little less sturdy than, or made of some different stock that's not as durable as the original stock. I don't know. They just seem a little different to me, and I noticed that all of them from Wrath of the Cosmos, well, a lot of the cards seem to be warping a little bit. Not the biggest crisis in the world, just thought I'd point that out to you. Okay, so now we're going to go to the turn of Deadline. So the first thing we need to do is look for some start of the turn events. All I see is at the end of the turn. Yeah, so, okay, so then we're going to draw a card for him and see what happens. So we got the Severed Ley Lines, Ongoing Catastrophe. Okay, at the start of the villain turn, each player shuffles their trash into their deck, and Deadline regains hero minus 2 hit points. So at this, I'm still going to count her in that. So he's going to gain 2 hit points back from this. Well, as long as this is in play. So that is in play. That's the first of them. Now we've already passed the start of the villain turn, so we're not going to do that. But now that we've drawn the card, we're going to go to the end of the villain turn, and I guess we'll start with the Ataxia Sphere. Okay. It says, at the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero target with the lowest hit points 2 infernal damage. If that target is a hero character card, that hero player must either discard 1 card or shuffle their trash into their deck. Okay, well, here's some good news. I don't think that's going to be a hero character, so let's go look at the app. Yeah, so it's going to be, I can pick either one of these. Well, these are actually gone, so they're actually in the trash, so we got to get rid of those. And we're going to take it from the Energy Bracer. Okay. Yeah, you know what else? I got to remember something else. There's another construct I got to get out. I forgot about this one, the Autonomous Blade that I gave to gave to yeah, her knife. So anyway, we don't have to lose, or we don't have to discard a card and shuffle our trash for any of the heroes. It's just going to be the energy bracer took that damage. So that is going to be the Ataxia Sphere. Did I do 2 damage? I can't remember if I did 2. No, I think I only did 1. I got to do 1 more. Okay, there we go. Alright, now let's go back to Deadline's turn. Yep, well, Deadline is not done yet. So he also has this power here. In gameplay, at the end of the villain turn, if there are 3 or more catastrophe cards, there are not. There's only 1 catastrophe card. In play, flip the Deadline villain character card. Otherwise, play the top card of the villain deck, which is what we're going to have to do right now. Boom. Unleashed Hurricane. Well, this is a second catastrophe. It's an ongoing catastrophe. It says at the start of the villain turn, heroes -2, so that will be 2. Must put 1 card from their hand on top of their deck. Then Deadline deals the hero -2, so 2 non-villain targets with the highest hit points, 1 cold damage each. Okay, not the worst of the catastrophes, but he's got 2 out now, and he'll probably have a 3rd soon, so we got to worry about that. But that ends his turn. So we will continue on now, and we're going to go to our crazy hero Guise. Okay, as usual, Guise does have a start of turn effect, which is for his total beefcake. It says at the start of the turn, destroy this card, so we're going to do that. And then we're going to play a card for him. Okay, we're going to play Gritty Reboot, ongoing limited. I'm hard-boiled, but not like an egg, like a detective. Whenever Guise is dealt damage, you may draw a card. At the start of your turn, destroy this card. So, if he's dealt damage this turn, he's going to get to draw a card. Then we're going to get to use his ability. It says draw a card or play a card. And then also we're going to get to do a little damage. But we're going to start with the draw a card. We're going to draw a new card. We got another total beefcake, so we'll put that in his hand. Now that was his power. The first part is power. The second part is we're going to deal 1 target, 1 melee damage. So I have a couple of choices here. I could get rid of these guys, but I really don't want to. I could hit the Defiant Looters. That wouldn't be such a bad thing. Or I can hit him and start the damage. See, because if we need to do 1 point of damage from him because of his armor. I think, though, we got to be able to do a damage to a lot of different people. I don't know how we're going to do that effectively. So I think if I hit Deadline with that damage, then everybody else will actually be able to, that armor won't be in effect. It's only for the first attack. Or I could get rid of the Ataxia Sphere altogether. I don't know, I think we're going to get rid of the Looters. So we're going to do that point of damage to the Looters. The reason why is because they make you discard cards. Or discard cards off all the decks. So let's go get rid of them. They're going to go into the location, whatever, deck, the environment deck, a discard pile. And that was Guile's power use, or Guise, sorry. Now we're going to draw a card for Guise, which is Extreme. That's pretty cool. Okay. Damage dealt by Guise is irreducible and cannot be redirected. We just need to be able to do damage with him. Start of the turn, destroy this card. Yep, okay, that's a cool card. I like that. But that's going to end his turn. Now we're going to go to Skyscraper. What will poor Skyscraper do? I guess we're going to allow a player to draw a card. I think that's going to be who has very few cards. Knife has very few cards in her hand, so I'm going to draw a card for Knife. It is the Kinetic Neutralizer. It says increase the damage dealt by Knife to the villain target with the highest hit points by 1. That's pretty good. Okay, and that is going to be her entire turn and event. Now we're going to go on to Captain Cosmic. Captain Cosmic has a few things going on, but I think we actually drew a weapon for him. I'm going to find that. Here it is. Cosmic Weapon. Play this card next to a hero character card. That hero gains the following power. The hero deals 1 target 3 energy damage. He's going to play this on himself. So we're going to play that, and I'm going to remember now to add that to the app. So that is going to be, where is it? The Autonomous Blade, is that what it is? No, it was the Cosmic Weapon. There we go. Boom. Okay, we have a Cosmic Weapon. Okay, so that was his card play. Now we're going to use this power. We're actually going to use the cosmic weapon. And we're going to do damage to the armor that Deadlock has. Just to refresh your memory, this is the armor here. It's had 10 hit points, and it's the first time damage would be dealt to Deadline each turn. Prevent that damage. So I don't want to attack with that. Well, you know, maybe that's 3 damage we'd lose on it, though. Because Knife's going to go next. You know what? He did that attack on Deadline, so we can do damage to Deadline this turn as well with Knife, because Knife is going to do quite a bit of damage. So yeah, it was wasted 3 points, but at least we're going to get to attack Deadline directly. Okay, that was his card draw and his power use, so we're going to draw another card. We get Unflagging Animation. Okay, at the end of your turn, Captain Cosmic deals himself 1 irreducible damage. At the start of your turn, you may move 1 construct card from your trash into play. You may destroy this card. Okay, that's pretty good. So that's going to end his turn. Now we're going to move on to Knife. Okay, so I think with Knife we're going to play this that kinetic neutralizer. It says increase damage dealt by Knife to the villain with the target with the highest hit points by 1. She's got quite a bit of things augmenting her damage. And that's going to be her card play. Now, for her power, I'm tempted to do this one, not because I can destroy then one of the ongoing cards as well. It says Knife deals 1 target 2 melee damage. If that target is destroyed, you may destroy an ongoing card. Well, 2 melee damage. I'm also going to have that blade. It says the first time that target deals damage each turn, this card deals 1 target 2 energy damage. So we could destroy something this turn, and I could get rid of one of the catastrophes as well, or I could just find a way to do lots of damage to. I'm not sure. Could also do this one. I could use the power of this. Yeah, I'll get rid of my damage reduction. But I think we're going to do that. We're going to use the power of the overcharged null shield to draw 2 cards, and then we're going to destroy this card. So I'll just put that in the trash now. We'll draw 2 more cards. We get a prototype servo gauntlet, which we already have in play, and amplified combatant. Knife deals up to 3 targets 1 melee damage. Okay, that's awesome. So that's that was her card play. Now her power. She's going to use her power there. She's going to draw off the bottom of her deck. Maybe we'll get something we can put into play. Battlefield experience. Okay. Knife deals 1 target 2 melee damage and 2 energy targets. Okay, so we already used a power, so we can't do that. But we can put this into play, so she'll have it for next time. I don't know if that. I think we kind of didn't have a very good turn with her. I could have done better with that, but it is what it is. So that is her turn, and that is going to mark the end of the player's turn for this round. And now we're going to go on to the environment turn. So let's see how that goes. First thing we have to do is draw a card for the environment turn. There's nothing that's at the start of the environment turn, so we're going to have to draw a card. We get the orbital bombardment. This can't be good. At the start of the environment turn, deal 4 damage to each non-Thracian target. Then destroy the rebel headquarters and this card. Well, don't have the rebel headquarters out. Okay. Well, anyway, that goes into play. Then we're going to destroy this card. So every target is dealt 4 points of damage. Well, good thing I dealt damage to Deadline this turn. So let's go to the app and start destroying things. Now, Captain Cosmic does have a bracer that's going to reduce his damage. So that's helpful. And Knife does not have anything that's going to reduce damage any longer. I'm just looking at the cards to make sure. Yep, I think that's it. So, okay, let's go to the app. Okay, we'll start these guys, these gene-bound Ravagers, do not have the Thracian thing on their card. They're minions. Doesn't say. Yeah, so I guess they're not. It says with a. I guess they're not. It says the Thracian military platoon. Oh, with a guttural howl, the gene-bound creatures tore into the fray, attacking the Thracians. So they're not Thracians. So they are going to take the 4 damage, which is going to destroy them. unfortunately, that also then takes our cool skyscraper card out of play, which I probably should have taken out of play anyway, because she was down. Next thing, we'll go to the armor. So this is a total of 4 points of damage, so it's going to go... I don't think it stops any damage to itself, does it? No. Okay, so it's going to be reduced to nothing, and it's going to go away. So that is the auto armor caster, and then the Ataxia Sphere is also going to go away, as it had only 1 hit point. Then we're going to do 4 damage to Deadline. Of course, now we have to do it to ourselves. So I can't forget this. We're going to take 4 damage from guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. And because he took damage, it says whenever a guys is dealt damage, you may draw a card. So he's going to get to draw a card. He gets, look what I found, that's a pretty good one. I like that. And he's now at 18 hit points. So the Energy Bracer, we're going to do Captain Cosmic next because he'll only take 3. And then the Energy Bracer will take 1 and be destroyed. So I'm going to pull his Energy Bracer out and put it in his trash. Okay, and then the Autonomous Blade, unfortunately, is going to be destroyed as well. That sucks because that was a good ability for Knife to have. So that goes in the trash. And then, of course, the Cosmic Weapon is also destroyed right off the bat. So that kind of bit for Captain Cosmic. He lost a lot of cards on that off the table. Next up, we're going to do... I did damage, so last we just have damage to Knife. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, does she have anything that's going to change that? I'm just going to look at her cards. No. Okay. Nope. Nope, that's it. Alright, so that was the damage from the orbital bombardment, and that is going to put that in the trash, and then we're going to end our session for today. That's basically it, guys. Kind of a short turn, but it worked out well, I guess. And yeah, I know we got a free turn or so out of Skyscraper, but I don't think it's going to matter because we're not in a great position to win anyway. And I'm sure that I did enough bad things to myself to warrant a little extra reprieve. But at least this is showing you a good example of how the cards play and the new characters and how they interact. So again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, guys, and I'll come back for turn 7 soon.